Jóna put kívánok, hogy vagy? Or should I say Yoda Gelt? It's 10 o'clock. I think it's Yona put. Anyway, good morning, or as they say down here in the land down under, good day, mates. And it's it's not the start of another day. It's well into another day. And hmm, boy, that's good. But no shortage. That these days, how could there be a shortage of anything on my mind? Let me slurp my coffee real quick. Hang on a second. Mmm. Boy, that's good. Somebody made a comment on my video from yesterday that I was slurping my coffee. And, this coffee's scalding hot. I mean, how the hell am I not supposed to slurp my coffee? I can't just drink it straight down. It's scalding hot. But anyway, so, one of the things on my mind today, I just got done listening to the Prime Minister of Prime Minister of Australia holding a news conference, and kind of interesting being being an expat. That's what I am. I'm an expat. Kind of interesting being an expat in a foreign country in a time like this, and watching the news conference of the national leader, and being able to understand him. I mean, that's a big bonus for me. If I were in Budapest, for example, and they were having this big news conference, the guy would walk out and say, "Jona Putkavano, Hujvaj," and I'd probably understand that. But everything else, unless he said something like "Kerek Sapin Kichi Gumbash Levesh," yo, as something like that. I mean, if he said something like that, I would understand, because he would be ordering some mushroom soup. But other than that, if I were in Budapest, I wouldn't understand anything. I wouldn't understand anything he was saying. But here I could understand. And you know, I listen to these different sources of media, talk shows, etc. I can easily tune into talk shows back in the United States. And those people out there that are saying this thing is blown way out of proportion, their heads are stuck so far up their ass that it's absolutely incredible. These people, they don't get the significance of why the measures are being taken. It's a situation where the overwhelming majority of the people that get it are going to have very minimal to mild symptoms, and the majority of the people that get it are gonna recover, thank God. But it's that percentage of our population that is most vulnerable, that as a community, as the collective whole of humanity, that we need to be conscientious of. Because at some point in time, those of us that are saying, this is being overblown, are going to be that old frail person living in a home somewhere, or something like that. And so, for those of you out there that say that this thing is overblown, get your head out of your ass. All right, please. And hopefully when you pull it out of your ass, hopefully you've got some toilet paper to wipe yourself down. I would hope, because there's a shortage on that stuff. So be careful when you pull your head out of your ass. All right, and just practice good hygiene. But no, I mean, seriously, the amount of people in this world, in our country, in Australia, United States, wherever, it doesn't matter. Borders don't matter in a situation like this. But the amount of people that are susceptible to this, it's beholden to the rest of us to look after them and to do our best part, in making sure that the toll from this horrendous situation is as minimized as can be. But anyway, I woke up early this morning. Yesterday, I went out, if you Google it, to Hume Lake, Hume. It's only a 20-minute drive from here, Hume Lake. And I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. There's a dam out there, a beautiful dam. And I was driving out to Hume Lake, and all the while I thought I was in California. I really did. I thought I was in California. And I kept thinking, I thought, boy, if I were to meet myself a beautiful, nice Aussie woman who wanted to settle down and live happily ever after and have a little house in the countryside with a garden and a view of the lake, boy, that would be the place. Hume Lake. Hume Lake was just, Wait till you see the video that I did. Just wait. You'll see how beautiful it is. But anyway, I went out there and I was trying to do 3 different drone flights. And I was playing Beat the Sunset on the way back to the dam yesterday. And I couldn't make it. The drone wouldn't take off. It was too dark. And I resolved myself. I thought, you know what? Tom TV. Hey, Rusty. I thought, Tom TV must go on. It must go on. Through rain, through sleet, through hail. No, wait, that's the post office. Yeah, that's the post office. I can't steal the post office's saying. But no, Tom TV, it's got to go on, I thought to myself. So as I was driving back in the dusk last night, what about the Aussie women you're with? I don't know that she wants to get married, and I'm too fat for her. That's what about the Aussie woman. I'm too fat. But anyway, if there's a beautiful Aussie, well, she doesn't even have to be beautiful. At my age, all women are beautiful. But if there's a lovely Aussie woman, that wants to get married and live in the country and have a little garden, and she doesn't mind a man that's a little bit overweight. Okay, more than a little bit overweight, but anyway, then reach out to me. But anyway, what was I saying? So I was doing these drone shots. I'm driving home last night, and it was dusk, and I'm so paranoid about the kangaroos. And it's frightening out there. I got to tell you, especially when you get older. That the speed limit is 100. The speed limit is 100 miles an hour, but I'm going slower because I'm careful about the kangaroos. And then there's people that are locals, and they know the roads, they know the bends, and they know all that stuff. And they're riding my ass, because they're not afraid of the kangaroos. but I'm afraid of the kangaroos. So I'm driving slow. And all the while I'm thinking to myself, I got to go back in the morning. I got to go back in the morning. I got to catch that dam right at sunrise. And, it's going to, Tom TV, it's got to go on. I have a commitment. I have a commitment to my people, as Michelle calls all of you, my people. You're my people, but you're my tribe. And, oh, goodness gracious. But, I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning, and I had a message from Carlo about a whole list of things that are being considered or going to be implemented here in Australia. And, as I lied there in bed and I started to give it some thought, for the last week and a half, or whatever, 2 weeks, whatever it's been, I've just been casually talking. I've been casually talking, like, oh, should I stay or should I go? Should I go here or should I go there? just been casually talking. But as I was reading this list of stuff that Carlo sent me today, reality started sinking in about the graveness of of the situation. And I knew all along that it was grave. I knew all along that it was serious. But when you really start to think about it, it starts to sink in. And here I am. I'm leaving today. I'm leaving here after this video, and I'm driving to Bendigo. I love the way that rolls off the tongue. Bendigo. And I'm driving to Bendigo, and then tentatively I'm supposed to pick up Michelle Friday night, just at north of Melbourne, and we're going to do the Great Ocean Road. And I called her today, and I said, I don't know that that's the best idea, that you fly down from the Sunshine Coast down and spend the weekend. I don't know that the Great Ocean Road is such a great idea. And she is kind of the mindset that, wait and see, like we'll see. And so anyway, I don't know what's going to happen with all that, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to think about, the weekend. New Zealand's out of the picture. I'm not going to go to New Zealand, not at least anytime soon. I may step foot on the soil of Kiwi land before this trip is through, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm not going over to New Zealand right now. And because you know what? I'm comfortable and I'm confident where I'm at, to be quite honest with you. I have faith in the Aussies. I have faith in their resilience. I have faith in their what do you want to call it? Sense of nationalism and cohesion and what have you. I have faith. If you're an Aussie, I have faith in you guys. I really do. I have faith in you guys. And I find so I'm not going to go to New Zealand. And then, the $1 million question is, where do I go? I don't necessarily want to go to Tasmania. I've ruled Tasmania out. And right now, for me, it's come down to two places. One is Melbourne. And one is Melbourne, and one is Perth. And the appeal about Melbourne, to be quite honest with you, the appeal about Melbourne is that I have support there. I have Rob. I have a wonderful man named Rob, a good Christian man, and Carlo, of course. So I have a support structure in Melbourne, and that's one thing that's really, really appealing to me. On the other hand, it's autumn now going into winter, and I hear that the weather can be just miserable. And if I've got to be holed up somewhere, do I want to be holed up in Melbourne? And that's, that probably should be the least of my considerations, is the weather. But boy, there's no shortage of chat going on this morning. But anyway, the other idea, is Perth. Perth is they're not going to ban domestic travel. They're blocking everybody from coming into Australia. They've closed the borders, essentially. The other idea is to go over to Perth, and Fremantle. And if there's any of you out there, okay, I don't know what happened there, but if there's any of you out there that anybody out there down under, that watches my videos, if you'd reach out to me, my email is tom at tmh, like Tango Motel Hotel Design.com. I'd love to hear from any of you Aussies down here, but anyway, so the other option is Perth and Fremantle. And what appeals to me is it's just from everything I look on, videos, pictures, everything, it looks like a beautiful, beautiful place with beautiful beaches and what have you. And the accommodations, when I go in and I look at my miles, I mean, I can get a place to stay in Perth for a song and a dance. I don't know how I can sing somewhat. People have told me I can sing. I can't dance. Well, I can kind of dance. Michelle taught me a little bit, a few steps. So maybe, maybe when I go into the hotel and they say, "Do you got a song and a dance?" I'll say, "Well, I'll try to dance. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, yeah, something like that." But anyway, so that's it, folks. I just don't. I talked with somebody. One of my neighbors went and looked in on my house today. The baseball player checked out early, and and uh, and he checked out early, and I had somebody go by the house, turn off the hot water, or turn off the water, and lock the house down, and took pictures of the interior of the house. Everything looks good. So my house has been checked on, and I asked him. He's a wonderful man, wonderful, wonderful man. I said, "Bobby," I said, "should I come home? What do you think? Should I come home, Bobby?" He said, "Hell no, Tommy." His name is Bob and I'm Tom, but we call each other Bobby and Tommy. But he said, "Hell no, Tommy." He said, you don't want to come home. You don't want to come back to this. You don't want to come back to this. And, I don't know. So I'm a little bit indecisive. I've got a few days to sort my thoughts. And, what I need is, to be quite honest with you, I know what I need. I just need a little bit of stability. That's what I need. I need to find myself to a nice spot where I've got some stability, comfort. I can work. I can, go out for walks and what have you. That's ultimately what I need. And as the saying goes, we will see. I don't know if I can read any of these comments on here. Let me see if I can even turn this. There we go. I don't know if I can read some of these comments. I gotta. Let's see here. I just want to read through some of these comments if I can. What about that Aussie woman? Yes, carry on with Tom TV. You are not overweight. You don't think so, Rusty? Dan Houston, what? No way. You two look like a great match. Just need to learn to dance. I know, but I'm too fat for her. I'm too big. Too big. Hi, Tom. It's Leslie from Cape Coral. Ah, Leslie, how are you? How is Chuck? All right. Hi, Don and Yinzer. Yes, your people. That's right. Hey, Rusty. Hi, Tom. Hi, Simon. Simon, I hope your back is doing well. Who is this? Hi, Pevi Boot Guy 2020 Fun Outdoors Adventure since its new YouTube name. I don't know. It's Matt over in the UK. The Aussies are a good bunch. They are. Whoops. Sorry about that. The Aussies are a good bunch. Stay out of California. San Francisco is on lockdown. I saw that. Robin Carlo, the support to Melbourne is important. You're absolutely right. Just glad you're well, Tom. Thank you, Simon. Simon, you've been with me so long. I love you to death. I really hope your back is doing well. Melissa, I've been exposed, waiting for this person's test to come back, and let's hope she's not positive. 100 miles per hour, it's 100 kilometers. Sorry, thank you. Melissa, Tom, how far are Rob and Carlo? They're right in downtown. They're right in downtown. So greetings, Tom, hugging Melissa. He's not fat. He's fine. All right. So anyway, speaking of being tested, the lovely Denise, and that's with a capital L. Okay, just to clarify, the lovely Denise sent me a message today. I reached out to her to ask her how she's doing. And she works in the healthcare industry, so she's being tested. She's got to wait 5 days. So that'll be interesting to see because I've been concerned with some symptoms, and if her test comes back positive, they didn't want to test me because I didn't check off enough of the boxes, so to speak. But if in fact, the lovely Denise, and that's with a capital L, if the lovely Denise comes back positive, and let's hope that she doesn't, then, I've been in proximity with somebody. We did a walk and talk together and went to dinner and all that good stuff. And, that doesn't mean that I gave it to her. And if I have it, it doesn't mean I got it from her. And what have you. So Anyway, let's just hope and pray that that this thing resolves itself sooner than later. Okay. And with all that being said, everybody have a good day. Okay. And wait till you see the video that I did of. Well, I did the botanical garden too, and there was all types of parrots walking around on the ground, like these big parrots, you know, that you see people with on their shoulders and stuff. There's parrots. There were parrots everywhere walking around on the grass at this botanical garden. And I don't know if it's just the fact that a lot of people here in Australia like parrots and they get out, you know, they get out or whatever, and and they're free to, you know, free to fly about or what. But there were all types of parrots around. So anyway, all right, take good care. And as my dad would say, I love you all. Take good care.